Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're gonna do a little penny's pursuit for you. Today we're gonna talk about the stars, astrology, and or going back to school. So I'm gonna break it down how each person communicates and how astrology works. Ash zombies never have more than 17 plants. So we've done this before, and this was extremely dangerous because they rush right in here because the thing, and I can't do the torch wood, right? Like it's not letting me do the torch wood, right? You're not letting me do the not torch wood, but you know what I'm talking about. The flamer. Where's the flamer? Flamer, I love you. All right. Well, we need money, so I'm going to bring in this because that's a quick little monies. We need to ash them. And electricity, I'm not sure if it ashes them. I'm gonna need that. I'm going to need this. I don't know why I would need that. Where is pyre? Oh yeah, see it's blocked, so you can't bring it. This? Gosh, see that's not nice. You should let me bring the fire. Because if you don't, then I can't do it. I mean, I can do it, but you know what I mean? It makes it harder. Gosh, what else would we do? I would bring in that. And, gosh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then you can't bring that though. Uh, and you need to ash them. So, I'm gonna bring this, right? And then I'm just gonna trigger the thing. Like I'm actually not going to put something in the top row. I'm not gonna put. I'm gonna put them in in the middle rows. Like I'm gonna put them here, and that thing is gonna take a while for it to recharge. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do. What am I doing? I'm gonna put them in the front. I'm gonna put them in the here, and then you stop. Why are you moving so fast? Where is? How is this party started? Let's get this party started. Yeah. Why are you so strong? Why are you so strong? Look at him. Watch him go. Look at that. See? No, no. Everybody, get out of here. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at them. Why? Why are you coming in here like this? Who asked you? Who said this was okay? Nobody said this was okay. Ay, ay, ay. And you can only have 14 plants, and I've already have... What? What is happening? Alright, let's... Everybody... Ash, get out of here. Ash, catch him. Alright, let's go. Let's put that there. Let's move this over here. Let's burn everybody. But that doesn't matter, because they're not up there. And then you've gotta... And then I gotta burn these people. And then you can only have so many plants, and you can put that down there. And you gotta move fast. You gotta ash everybody. You gotta ash catch them. No. And then do that. Do this. Where's this? Bring that in. How much time do we have left? Ash Ketchum, come on. Ash Ketchum, let's go. Burn them up. And this is not, I'm not going to burn anybody up, huh? Let's see. Let's everybody burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn. I'm killing them too fast. That's the problem. Nobody's burning. See, I should have, yeah, they just, it's too much. I'm too strong and I'm too strong. We had 6 left, and then could we have done it? This is a tough one. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, okay? We're not, we gotta move people back. People have to get at, oh, you know what? I forget about shells. I should forget about walls. That's not a bad idea, huh? To bring walls that will actually stop these people from running up in here. So, we wouldn't do this, right? We wouldn't do that, right? We would bring in a wall, okay? Should we push them back? See, sometimes when your plants are too strong, that's when it gets into a tricky situation. I'm going to double this. I'm going to double that. Can I not bring... So you can't... I wonder if this is different for other people. Let me know in the comment section down below, because how would you do this? Like, if you didn't have that plant, you know? Like, it's just impossible? Okay, so you got this. And then what else? What else was it? I forgot. I Chihuahua. This? No, it was the thing. It was this, right? But it moves fast, so I have enough room. No, let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's see how. Hopefully, this works out. You know. Oh, but the tile turn up, and then you have to do the thing and the thing. So let's start. Oh no, Ricky, what are you doing to me? You're already coming in here? Like seriously, like that? That's not cool. See, that's not cool. Look at them. They just think they can run up in here. And I don't even have nothing. And I already lost the thing. And then look, he already, can you, no. You are not allowed to do that. Please, get out of here. We gotta keep them in the front rows. We gotta keep them. Alright, let's go. Let's keep it. You know what? We're gonna build more shells. Remember, we can only have X amount of plants left. So we really gotta maximize. We got, and then that thing takes a while for it to, no, don't eat it. Don't take it away, you mierda. And by mierda, that's bulls, I believe. That's the cuss word. This is a little too loud for me. I don't have any. Oh, wait. Go. Everybody save me. Save me. Come on and save me. Will that burn them? That does not burn them, right? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at that guy. And then, okay, get out of here. Everybody get out of here. See, those people. Go. Yeah, see, and then, well, we're not doing too bad. Okay, let's see. We lost that. Okay, we're burning them up. We're burning mandala. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section down below if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, those, like, you can't just shoot them away. Oh, no. No. You either gotta burn. Everybody gotta burn. We did complete it, and we have one plant left, and that's it. And a wave is approaching. So we were able to complete it. We're gonna remove this. I'm gonna put that down there. You know, my thing is coming up. It's gonna refresh, and then we did it. We were able to complete it with our fire leaf. That's what it's called, right? It's called Fire Leaf Lord. So astrology. Oh my gosh, 7 minutes, and I haven't even talked about any astrology. So let's talk about a basic astrology, right? The Lord of astrology is Pisces. They are the best. Yeah, Pisces is the best. So if you're a Pisces, then you're number one and you're awesome and everybody loves you. Your problem, though, is that sometimes you get ahead of yourself and you think to yourself, I'm just kidding, you don't get ahead of yourself. Your problem is that you're too fish. So sometimes you're too positive and too negative. So you need to find the balance. And you're also a water sign, so you're very emotional. So your moods are prone to emotions. So that can hurt you. You know what I mean? So don't be all about that life. Be calm down. Calm down. So when you communicate with the Pisces, they oftentimes come off very deep, very understanding. Don't lose more than 3 plants, butter 25 zombies. Ay. Okay. Knockback. I think knockback was what we were going for. And we have to do, don't lose more than what? Don't lose more. So I have to use this. I'm going to double butter. I'm not getting any sun. So then how would you, oh, I know. I remember this. This was this guy. I do remember this future timeline of reality that existed beyond time and space. Yeah, and then we're doing that, and then that's it. We can't lose any plants. So would we bring? Ooh, we can bring that, and then we can bring ninja. Ninja's not gonna be lost. And then what else am I doing? Oh, and then butter. All right, so, and then butter. Let's see, and then ninja, and then I don't want to use the butter. Ricky, I'm gonna use, and this is one of those things. I mean, yeah, probably. You know what? If we're gonna do that, then let's do this, right? Okay. Only because, like, okay, let's first we need the butters. Was this different before? And then we're gonna need that thing, and then we're gonna need this. If they get too far in here, then that's when we would use snake lily, just for, and then we got 125 for that guy. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna. Snake lily should be doing fine. I'm going to utilize my knockback guy. But here's the problem, okay? Knockback guy, I mean, all the graves are already gone. So why would I use knockback guy? I can't use cards. I can't lose cards. So it's all about buttering. No, yeah, it's all about buttering. Buttering and pushing back. That's what we want to do in this world. Yeah, butter and push back. That's all we want to do. No zombies will be damaged in this. Was this harder? Butter. Everybody get buttered. Everybody more butter. I think this was harder. I think they updated. They're like, yeah, that was too hard for people, and they made it easier. Yeah, see, look at that. And then butter. Now you let me know the it's butter. Oh yeah, so back to astrology. Back to astrology. Is it recording? Yeah, you're still recording. Yay! All right, so back to astrology. So you got Pisces. The next best sign is Aquarius. That's me. And Aquarius, they like communicate. They're beyond time and space. They have a lot of ego. They're probably the sign that has the most ego out of all the astrological signs. Let's do three. Two pepper. Okay. And basically, we think that we're better than everybody else. We do. Deep inside, Aquarius thinks that they're better than everybody else because they know what's gonna happen. They know how things are gonna end up, and but they don't follow the rules. Exactly, and that's what gets them into problems. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Because see, I didn't even look at what the requirements were. What is it? Electrify. Okay. See? So that's what we'll do. We'll jump in. Some, I mean, it depends on your different signs too come into play. Your rising, your moon, you should really look that up. What that means. Now, you people are like, this is all BS. It's not actually. When your brain, it's science. When you were born, the planets were in a specific combination, right? Almost like a lock, kind of like like a dial on a radio. Like, what's a radio? I'm like, well, radio was how people communicated back in the 1900s. Yeah. They talked to each other. Well, they also had programs on the radio. Yeah, it was kind of fun. And chickens! No! Oh, chickens are the devil. That's what I've heard in the Bible. So yeah, so back to not chickens, and back to fighting the good fight, right? And ooh, look at that. Where did he come from? I don't know, but he's helping us out. I may be able to do a three pepper with this, but we don't have to because we already. Oh, que malo! No. What? Where? How? Why? Why would you do that? That's not cool. That's like an automatic kill. All right, so back to what we were talking about. So Pisces, I mean Aquarius. Aquarius thinks they're the best. They're the most awesome sign, and they're self-righteous, and they have Sadiq, which is like the what is it? The righteous people, and they're like, oh, things to be the way I want them to be, and the world should function how I should think it should function, because I'm from the future and I know how things are, and my brain is just smarter than everybody else, and yeah. And in a lot of ways, that is true. In a lot of ways, I'm not going to contest that. Aquarius is, second to the last. They don't have humbleness. They usually don't. It depends on other aspects too. It depends on your rising and your moon. All right, let's fight. Let's do the good fight. Did we do three pepper? I'm going to do a three pepper just for you. I'm going to push myself. And so we're working our way basically backwards from the best to the worst. Sorry, Aries. You suck. All the Aries people are like, what? Well, yes and no. It's not that simple. There's a plot twist. There's always a plot twist, right? Okay, so what's the plot twist in this? The plot twist is that we can't attack with things that will attack us because that's not cool. We are definitely bringing splashy. Um, I think, yeah, he's not gonna hit us with that. We can do splashy. We could do lemon, Liz Lemon. We can do what is the thing? What the tile turnip? And then we can double the tile turnip. And I'm gonna say we will be needing that. Does this look good to you? It looks good to me. So, yeah, so there's a little plot twist, and you'll have to stay on to find out what the situation is with the signs. So, yeah, so your brain is a computer inside water. What? Yeah. And so when the planets, they emit a particular frequency. So as you're born, as you're flourishing and your brain is aligned to that energy, you're being imprinted with the particular information or characteristics that your brain would grow in a particular, kind of like a plant. If you plant a plant in winter instead of summer, it'll have certain traits that it just won't, as it would. So as it grows, as it becomes, then that's why astrology is so important. Because then somebody might come in here and be like, no, I'm going to destroy you. Yeah, so astrology, back to astrology. Oh, why? Why are you doing this, Demi? Why you do this to me? Don't do this to me, Demi. By the way, you shouldn't watch that movie. I wouldn't recommend it. You know what? Let me know in the comment section down below if you know what I'm talking about. Because they're tough. They're getting up there, and I'm not getting sun. Lemon drop. Why? What is happening? See, and that's why this was integral to our strategy. Now he may actually be smarter and be like, hey, listen, I know that you're trying to push me back, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. And I'm going to be like, no. All right, so back to so your computer is a brain in water, right? Did I say that right? No, you didn't. Yeah, so your brain is a computer in water. So it's directed, so when Mercury is retrograde or weird stuff that people say these days, it matters because the planets are actually sending a particular frequency into your brain and perhaps into reality because you're a witch and you control all reality with your mind and thought. So, all right, so let's get back to the game. So yeah, so what happens is, so that's Aquarius. Aquarius thinks they're awesome. Aquarius thinks they're the best. And yeah, so every sign has a correction. In order to function, every sign has a particular correction that they need to get over. And once they get over that, once they're constantly aware, it becomes like second nature. We're addicted. It's kind of like we came into the world smoking cigarettes, and now we're trying to quit smoking cigarettes. That's kind of like, and this. Oh, good, yeah. So you have the reincarnation, right? How do you know that there's reincarnation? Well, what you should do is you should print out your birth chart, then print out your family's birth charts, and then pop out some magics right there. Well, this is not doing too shabby. This is doing pretty good. I love me. And I also do like using boosted up plants. So back to what we were talking about, right? Astrology, all that good stuff, the brain, the magics. I got the magic stuff. Yeah, so, so your computer... No! Too late. Why? I moved too late. And I don't think, actually, you can even stop it. I think you used to be able to stop it. Maybe there's some plants that can't stop that from happening, but there's some plants that can't. Like, what's this? It's going to happen regardless, right? See? And even afterwards, it's like, no, I don't want you to defeat me. I'm like, well, I'll be defeating you anyway, but whatever, Susan Lucci. So yeah, so back to the signs, back to astrology, back to all that good stuff, right? So moon changes, the water, energy, Masaru Emoto, the control over energy, thoughts and matter into the water. All that mixes in together. You know what a thing that I highly recommend? Batman 1. OG Michael Keaton Batman. And that's your homework. And let me know in the comment section down below after you watch it that poison and good things are not necessarily one particular element, but a combination of things. Once we start looking at it that way, like it's not just the deodorant, but it's the deodorant with the hairspray, with the lipstick. When you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it's a great movie, by the way. Everyone should own it. Uh, so yeah, so that's the situation. So we talked about Aquarius, then we're moving into Capricorn. So Capricorn, I presume, and now I have a difficulty with Capricorns. I have noticed in my life, and you'll notice too that if you start being aware of the signs, you'll be like, I don't like those types of people. Those types of people trigger me in some kind of weird way. Well, that's a good thing. That's a great thing actually, because that means that it allows you to grow. So who would be triggered here? Who could we trigger? Bada boom boom boom. I love bada boom boom boom, but I don't know if bada boom 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 gets sent back. That's the problem. We could try it. We could try. Let's do some bada boom boom boom. All right, that's what I call it. Bada boom boom boom. Bada boom 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 has to be placed in the back. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But the problem with bada boom 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 is that it doesn't. I don't understand it. That's the problem with bada boom boom boom. Like it doesn't attack anybody in the front. Like if it's close to it, bada boom's like, I will punch you far away, but I will not punch you nearby. Like you can do whatever you want to me nearby, but far away I will get you. All right, let's go. Let's rock. All right, so Capricorns, right? We're gonna talk about Capricorns. Capricorns, they are the show me the money sign. They are like the workhorse. They are the ones that they make it happen. They're material. They're very involved. They can make money. They don't have a problem with saving money. They don't have a problem with maintaining money. They have a pretty good grad. Now, it's not all cut and dry because again, there are different corrections that come into play. Based on the rising and the moons and all that good stuff. So I don't. So far, it seems to be doing fine. But I need money. That's the problem, is that I need money. And what's happening right now, I believe that it's attacking the guy, but it's not attacking the people, right? All right, let's go. Let's do that. Let's get that going. All right, so back to astrology. So Capricorns are the ones the workhorse. They're the ones that show you how life functions, how to make your money. They're not very spiritual. They don't tend to be very spiritual. They tend to, be a little bit more religious. They. Oh no! Why would you do that? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want to get. Everybody, get out of here! Oh no, he's gonna run up in here. He's gonna run up. If I don't see, look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Splashy will not look. Look at that. See, and I have to lose my thing. Now I don't have. Boom 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 boom. Yeah, boom 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 is not doing so well. Boom 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 boom. And then if he comes in here and he does the thing, then that's just it's a record. What about the wreckers? Are the wreckers? Who are the wreckers? Transformers. Anywho, brain thought, brain fart. Okay, so back to astrology. So Capricorns. Yeah, Capricorns. Again, I say to you, you got to look at your rising. You got to look at your moon. Oh, reincarnation, right? We were talking about that. So if you print out your chart and you put oil on it and you hold it up against the chart, your family's charts, and you hold it up against the light, you will see that you have things that they don't, and they have things that you don't. Because before you came into this world, you decided to complement one another in order to make yourselves better people. Yeah. That's the scientific proof of, what is it, reincarnation? Yep, I'm that guy. So yeah, that's how you can show your friends and family. It's a nice little fun trick. Be like, oh, you were here before. And be like, no, that's not what Jesus says. I'm like, well, maybe you should read Jesus again. But, so yeah, in religion. All right, we're going to eventually have a little episode and documentation about religion and what's going on with society. But for now, we're just talking about astrology. So yeah, do we have one more to go? All right, one more to go. So yeah, so that's how astrology works. All right, so now we're moving on into Capricorn. No, not Capricorn. Who's after Capricorn? Sagittarius. Now, Capricorn is an earth sign, by the way. The earth signs tend to have a very easy time making money, except for Taurus. Taurus sucks. I'm just kidding. Taurus does not suck at making money. They have a correction. They love to spend the money. So you know what I mean? Like some signs, like Capricorn's like, I'm gonna hold on to the money and I'm gonna like, save it. And then sometimes it's like I'm good at making it, but I'm also good at spending it. So that's one of the things about Taurus. They say, like again, it's about your rising, your moon, about different elements. You can't really pigeonhole one person. It's kind of like an umbrella, overall characteristics that are happening. So now we are going to who what would we do? What will happen? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I don't care for them to gosh, I don't know what I'm thinking. All right, but boom 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 was not really the answer. Not B. I guess you know what? Turkeys or bombs? Bada bomb bomb bomb. But there's bada boom 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 and this is bada bomb bomb bomb. Let's go with bada bomb bomb bomb. You like my own names that I may come up with these plans for these plans. All right, so Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign. They want to save the world. They want to get on a horse and they want to charge forward. They want to take control and they will make things happen. Yay! They're exciting. But then if they get frustrated, they're like, fuck this shit. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. Pardon me. Oh, I did. I shouldn't have cussed. I hope the universe allows me to continue to say this. So yeah, so like the universe, sometimes when I trigger the angels, I really have to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's rock. Let's rock. I try not to cuss because the angels might be like, we don't want the children to hear that. I'm like, I know. It was a guffaw. I am so sorry. Please, there is so much information in this video for the people. Do not like, be nice to me, please. I'm going to go slow, for the peoples, okay? So that's how I communicate with the angels. I try to be a better person. I try to have my cause and effect happen to me fast, theoretically, because sometimes I don't want to get hit by some of the effects that and we're talking too much. Anywho, the point is, I try to be a good person. I do. I try. I try to have the consciousness. I try to, be connected to you. I think there's a lot more that we could do. Everybody. There's a lot more we could do for society, and there's a lot more. There's an infinite, a lot more work that we could do in small ways, in big ways, in tiny ways, and sometimes the guilt of not being able to do all that work all at once can get to us. We see so much suffering and we wonder to ourselves, what can I do? And you feel kind of guilty, don't you? I do. I feel a little bit guilty that I wish there was more that I could do for humanity. And sometimes a prayer and a thought and an understanding is more than enough. Yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes letting go. Sometimes understanding that there's a force beyond our times and space, and we are connected to that particular force. And that if we just ask, no, exactly, we just ask. I ask you, force, to damage him constantly so that we may not feel the wrath. Now, ice, I do believe, will stop them. I believe that if you cool him down, it's basically what it is. It's about making sure that they get constantly hit, right? But also slowing down their movement. So like he's constantly stunned right now. He's a stunner, right? So that's one of the tricks. So back to Sagittarius. Sagittarius wants to fix everything, wants to make everything great, wants to make everything wonderful, wants to save the world, wants to help everybody. The problem is they need to focus. They need to not just run like the wind. They need to actually, because they're fire, and fire can consume itself. All fire signs, I think that's one of the things, self-consumption and self-destruction. That's the wind signs are all about like losing control. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, about losing control and being caught up in everything and all these things. The earth sign is about having too much control. The earth sign is about not letting go enough. And the water signs is about emotion. It's about not letting your emotions control you. That's basically what it is. No! See? Do they survive? Some of them survived. Did you notice that? Did you notice that some of them did survive? So that's an interesting little thing to notice, that some of the plants do and some of the plants don't. I think it also has to do with the strength of your plants. Perhaps. I'm not quite sure what the admins would say about that. But did I tell you I changed Plants vs. Zombies? I did. I'm an influencer. I influence survivor. Oh, all right. I'm gonna do. We're gonna do it in a different video because I don't want to chance it. But I love you. I really do love you, and we are gonna talk about the other signs in the later videos. So find me and subscribe, please, and like this video. Like really, that means a lot to me. All right, it really does, and I'm keeping track of comments. So I may do a video for you and get you all excited about a gift that I'm gonna give away. It's a mask. I love you. I want to wish you all a wonderful eternity. Take care.